No, don't get me wrong, I want to marry her. You won't or you won't. In this video, you're going to learn how to pronounce these two words. We also look at some of the common mistakes people make when using them. I will also give you an exercise and a bite-sized tip on auxiliary verbs. Here's how they're actually pronounced. In British English, this word is pronounced with a long O sound. Want. In American English, however, it's more of a weak O. It's like a R sound. Want. The letter O in this word sounds like in the alphabet. O, so it's pronounced won't. Now that you know how they're pronounced, can you guess which of the following sentences is read out? I want to lend you my car, but I want to let you drive it alone. I want to lend you my car, but I won't let you drive it alone. I want to go to the party, but I want to go empty-handed. I want to go to the party, but I won't go empty-handed. They say they want ice creams, but they want to eat them here. They say they want ice creams, but they won't eat them here. Now let's look at a few more details about these two verbs that you probably didn't know. Want is a verb that essentially means to desire something. I want to buy a new laptop. I desire to buy a new laptop. Want can also mean need. What this salad wants is a leak of olive oil. What this salad needs is a leak of olive oil. In this sense, want is also used for giving advice. What you want is to keep your expenses in check. What you need is to keep your expenses in check. When followed by to, want is colloquially pronounced wanna. I just want to travel the world and experience different cultures. I just want to travel the world and experience different cultures. Do you want to join us for dinner? Do you want to join us for dinner? When used as a noun, want can mean desire or a need for something. Her want for adventures may soon expose her to unnecessary risks. Her need for adventures may soon expose her to unnecessary risks. That's a period property in want of repair. That's a period property in need of repair. Won't is the negative and contractive form of the verb will, which is used to talk about things in the future. When used as an auxiliary verb, you don't have to know its meaning. All you need to know is that you can use this verb to talk about things in the future. Won't will simply mean no or will not. But what does will actually mean? So broadly speaking, will means want. Hence, won't can also mean to refuse to do something. Here are a few examples. I told him to stop scratching the rush, but he won't listen. I told him to stop scratching the rush, but he doesn't want to listen. My boss doesn't understand that I'm usually late for work in the winter months because my car won't start in cold weather. My boss doesn't understand that I'm usually late for work in the winter months because my car doesn't want to start in cold weather. So in summary, the first word is pronounced want and it's followed by to if you use a verb after it. Remember that. The following one is pronounced won't. It is never followed or preceded by to. In spoken English, want is almost never stressed, whereas won't is. By the way, this word is also pronounced don't. Here you have a few common mistakes with the word want. See if you can find them. Want is a stative verb, hence you mustn't use it as the main verb in continuous tenses. The next one is I don't, never. That's a double negative. It's a no, no. The following one has a word order issue. It's not to not, but not to. Want needs to if it's followed by another verb. When want is followed by a direct object, it must come right after the verb. So it's want me to do something or want someone to do something. How did you get on? Let's try with won't now. In the first one, the apostrophe is missing. In the following one, there are two modal verbs, one helping the other with a meaning. Do you notice people who are always willing to help but they don't like to be helped themselves? Modal verbs are like those, and will is one of them. They are used for helping other verbs but they don't need any help. Most verbs, on the other hand, need help with negatives and questions. Here's an example. Like is a normal verb and needs do to say no. So it's not only not, it's do not like. The same is true for questions. So it's not like you chocolate, but do you like chocolate? Do is a helping or auxiliary verb. By contrast, modal verbs are special verbs that don't need any help. So for negative, you simply add not, and for questions, you use the same verb at the front of the subject. At this point, you might say, hang on, are you telling me that I can't use will and can in the same sentence because they're both modal verbs? What if I need to use both of them? Well, you must use the verb be able to, which also means can. Let's go back to our exercise. In this sentence, the S is a mistake because modal verbs conjugate the same way for all pronouns. And for the last one, we have, yes, you guessed it right, a double negative. You can't do that. Here is the solution. That's it for this video, and if you found it useful, well, you know what to do. That's probably a lot to take in one go, but you can always watch it again. Thanks for watching.